Happy Friday, ladies. How are you guys doing today? So I've been wanting to come in here live for the last week, and it's just been a crazy week. So I decided to do it right now. And I wanted to speak to you guys, especially because a lot of you are so close to getting to that mark. And I don't want you to mess up this weekend. So please listen. Comment below if you have any questions. And Gina, I did not forget about you. I'm actually going to go live tomorrow again on the subject that you were requesting of, okay? So one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is that you guys, I think, forget at times that I went through this process that you are going through right now. And I know how it feels to be where you are at right now. So one of the reasons why I decided to make a change, well, two reasons, is because I was so unhappy. I was so unhappy with my health. I had high cholesterol. I was at risk of heart disease, young, with my kids, and that weighted on me a lot. And on top of that, I was just so unhappy with my body on top of that, okay? And I knew that I had to make changes. I knew that. My doctor wanted to place me on pills to try and make me lose weight as quick as possible. Now, I was at 215 pounds, girls, and just going up. I was not coming back down. I kept on going up through unhealthy eating, unhealthy habits that I had. And this is one of the reasons why when you guys leave that 200 mark, I'm like, yes, we're doing this. So, and I know some of you are almost there. Some of you are going into your 170s. Some of you are going into your 160s right now. And some of you are already close to your goal weight, So I want you to keep that momentum going. And I know it gets very hard at times. I know that at times you want to give up. I know weekends, especially, there's very difficult. And I'm going to tell you that when I knew that I had to make a change, I knew I had to eat right, but I just didn't know what to eat. I knew I had to work out, but I did not know how to go about it. I could have gone to a gym and called it a day, but I really did not have that, motivation. But motivation really doesn't exist. It's you. You just have to continue to push yourself. Others may inspire you, but it has to come from you. It has to come from you to want to make a change. And I know that one of the reasons that I didn't make the changes that I needed to right away was because I knew that it had to be big changes I had to make. I knew there were things I had to give up in order for me to change, in order for my life to move forward, in order for me to see the results that I wanted. I knew things had to change within me. And because I wasn't ready to face that yet, okay? I wasn't ready to face that. What did I do? I went and I tried to look for quick fixes. And those quick fixes, all they did was just bring me back down again. Because at first, I was like, yeah, I'm losing 5 pounds. I lost them in, a couple of days. And okay, let me go for the next one. But you know what? I didn't know how to eat right. So I would just go back to my old habits again. I had no motivation to go and work out. I mean, I walked a lot. I've always loved to walk. And that's why I've always had strong legs. But, truth be told, if, I was always busy running around. I had my kids. I was going to school full time. I had gone back to college. I was going to school full time. I was working full time. I had to come home, my kids, everything. So by the time that I had a moment, I wanted to lay like in a tub and just disappear and have the world disappear from me at times. So I understand what you guys are going through. So that's what I'm trying to get through to you. when this actually found me, because I did not find this found me, okay? This opportunity, someone reached out to me, and it was the best gift that I could have received. Because like I told you, I was already at 215 pounds, and I went from 200, it seemed like overnight, but it really wasn't, you know. I went from 200 to 215 in a matter of, it seems, weeks, you know. So I know what unhealthy habits can do for you. Between the drinking, I understand that they're birthdays, I understand that there's balance, but balance is one thing, but when you're overdoing it, guys, I mean, you're just setting yourself back. At this point, you're just setting yourself back, you know, because what's happening? You're putting in the work throughout the week, and then you're setting yourself back on the weekends, and then you have to go and try and lose all of that during that week, and then you're gonna go again. So you're never moving forward. So that's why I want you to understand, you're really never moving forward. So just keep that in mind. On weekends, when you go and you overdo it, you're not moving forward. You may say, you know what, I'll lose this week. But when are you gonna get to your goal that you came in? When are you going to start making the healthy habits that you need? When are you going to start setting them? So like that, you can start following them. When you're going to follow the guidelines that are laid out in here for you guys. So that's another thing. I didn't have anyone at first. You have all the guidelines. Then I have my upline coach. She guided me, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now, probably. I've almost died 3 times, guys. Three. Okay? I'm still here. So, guys, it's time to, let's keep this real here. It's time to wake up. You have a plan. You have a meal plan to follow. You have guidelines set in this group. So I want you guys to focus on that and to really, really take into consideration that you matter. So one of the reasons why I did not move forward is because of fear as well. And fear will stop you from a lot of things. I know it stopped me from many things. So fear stopped me because I was afraid to fail. I have failed at these quick fixes that I was doing, these pills and whatnots that I was doing. And I was just scared of failing again. So it stopped me from going all in. But when I had the opportunity to actually do this, I remember I started going all in. And I'm going to tell you, there were days, my upline will tell you, there were days I honestly wanted to quit. I started with a 90-day program. You guys are doing a 21-day program, 30 minutes. Mine was like 45 minutes, an hour. 90 days, guys. I wanted to cry because I honestly did not think that I could do it. And I was doing strength training. And I remember there was one day I was in my room doing my workout, and this program had 3 phases. I was already on the last phase. I was in the last 30 days. And I lost 65 pounds. I had great results. Of course, I didn't give up. But I remember one day I just fell to my knees and I just started crying because I honestly thought that I could not pull through. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to keep going. And I remember saying to myself, like, you have to give yourself those talks. And I gave myself that talk, like, no, Cruz, you have to get up. You have to do this. You've come such a long way. You're close to your goal. You cannot give up now. And you know what? When you do that, I've always told you, your mind is the first thing that you have to work on. And that's why here I'm always sharing things with you, motivation, not only motivation, and not only on emotional eating. I'm sharing things with you to make you see that it's what goes on in here that's going to help everything out here, okay? And when you give yourself that push and those talks to yourself, they do something for you. They ignite you. They pump you up. Because when you're telling yourself you can't, you're actually believing that lie. And you know what? If you think you can't, you can't. But if you believe that you can, even if you fall, who cares? You get yourself right back up. You try again. That's what you do. So that day, I remember I was bawling like crazy. And I was just on the floor with weights right on the side of me because I was like, I cannot believe this. I can't do this. And I was like, no, I can do this. And I did. There were days I couldn't complete the rep. That's fine. But you know what? I kept going. I kept pushing. And that's what I want you guys. I want you guys to believe in yourself, to know that you can do this. Even when it gets hard. Even on weekends, when you have those temptations, when you have family over and everything, that you say, you know what? I enter this. I have the support that I need. I have the accountability from my coach and from all the ladies in here. And I know that I'm going to be able to get through this. That's what I want you guys to start thinking that way. Not I can't. Not, you know what? I got this dish was offered to me and, you know, the temptation. No. Now, I'm not saying don't have it. Everything in moderation, guys, okay? Have a small, and the rest of it, do veggies. Add something healthy to it. But don't go and overdo it either. Don't go and overdo it. So, like I said, I knew that making changes meant I needed to change. So you making changes means that you have to make big changes within in order for you to start seeing the results that you need to see. And stop letting fear get in the way. Talk to yourself. Remember that you do matter, guys. Your health matters. And if you're unhappy with your health and you're unhappy like I was, you have to get angry. You have to get mad. You have to be like, yo, I need to make some damn changes. I need to do it right now, this minute. That's how I want you guys to think. I want you to get angry. Just like me, drop to the floor, cry, do whatever you need to do. Get angry. And then get back up and make it happen for yourselves. That's really important. So I've been sharing in here, okay, Mel Robbins mentorship sessions. And one of them, and I hope you guys are really listening to them because they're really, really good. And if you guys, I did share with you guys that if you are looking for a great book to read the 5-Second Rule from Mel Robbins. If you're struggling with procrastination and not wanting to get your ass up from bed to go to work or whatever the case may be, it is a great, great book, especially because it talks about the decisions that you make, okay, and how, you know, sometimes we don't think about the choices we're making and why we're making them. She breaks it down so beautifully. So one of the videos that I shared with you last week in here talked about parenting yourselves. And when she talked about this, I was like, interesting. But it made sense. It made sense because you know what? After the age of 18, what happens? At least in my home, I know I wasn't getting my kids up to go to school, to go to work, or to do anything. I was like, set your alarms. Make sure you get up. Make sure you listen to that alarm because you have to get to school. You have to get here. You have to get there. And if I didn't do that, what's going to happen? If I kept on just pushing and pushing and pushing them, they're never going to learn, right? So she talks about parenting. After 18, what happens? You don't have anyone to push you. You don't have a parent telling you, you need to work out. You need to eat right. You cannot eat this. You need to go and do your homework. That's what parents are for, right? So when we're young, we have our parents to push us to where we need to be. So the bottom line that she gets to, and I was like, wow, and it's true. You know what? No one is coming. That's the bottom line. No one is coming. Which means that you will need to push yourself every single day in order for you to achieve the things that you need to achieve in your life. No one is going to be there for you to make it happen for you. The great thing about our community that we have is that you have the support and the accountability. Okay, the support from myself, your coach, and the accountability as well. And you have support from all the other women inside the group. However, we are grown women in here. There will be no chasing. There will be, I will contact you, find out what's going on. If you do disappear, I will do it maybe 2 times. After that, if I don't hear from you, I will still keep an eye out, but I won't be chasing. We're grown women here. We know what we need to do. And in order for us to achieve what we need to achieve our goals, what we need to become in life, we need to push ourselves every single day. We need to be our own parents now. We need to parent ourselves. We need to say, yo, you need to get up. You need to set that alarm because you know what, tomorrow you need to get up at this time and you need to get your ass over there. Or you need to get to work. You need to get to school. You need to make time for that workout. Guys, it's 30 minutes. Schedule it. It's the best thing you can do. Non-negotiable. Make it like a meeting. When you're at work, when I was working full time and I had a meeting to attend in the boardroom, that was on my calendar. I couldn't miss a meeting, right? I knew that at 10 o'clock on this day, I had a meeting. So nothing else can be put in that place. Nothing else can be added in there. It's the same thing with your workouts. Schedule them. So like that, they become non-negotiable for you. Take out a little planner. I know a lot of you work. I know a lot of you go to school. And I know if both of you may have a planner. Open it up. And if you don't, I will suggest one to you. Open up your planners. Plan out your workouts. 30 minutes, guys. Either wake up earlier or when you come home after the kids are put to sleep, after you're done with homework and everything. Guys, I understand. I know. Believe you me, I know. Okay? But, you know, I'll tell you this. Both my kids, both, have learning disabilities. And I was going to work full-time. I was going to the university full-time, coming home, doing everything that I needed to do. At times I felt like a single parent, but doing everything I needed to do. And then sitting down with them to help them with their homework first. After they were done, whatever time that may have been, do my workout, and then start on my homework. So I get it, guys. So don't think I don't get it. I get it. But you know what? You came in here because you were unhappy. Remember that. You came in here. You guys have whys of why you came in here. So you need to go back to them. And if there's anything that you're struggling with, that's why I'm here. Private message me or put it in the comments and let's talk. Because it's really important to me that you guys get the results that you came in here for. Okay? And I just want you guys to remember that your body is worth fighting for, guys. You're worth fighting for. You're more than deserving to fight for yourselves, for your body, for your health, so you can be there for your families. You know, the family that you're always saying, you know, I have to put myself in the back burner and not make myself a priority because I need to be there for them. Okay, so what's gonna happen if, God forbid, you end up in a hospital for whatever reason? What's gonna happen if, God forbid, you become sick? How are you helping your family? You're actually adding more stress to them. So now, think about that. All my ladies in here, think about everything I've told you. And I want you guys to have an amazing weekend. And on top of having an amazing weekend, I want you to remember that you matter. All right? So have a great one, guys. And I will come in here tomorrow because we have a topic to talk about, which is on emotional eating and social gatherings. Thank you, Gina. I will be discussing that topic tomorrow. Have a great one, guys. Bye.